There are 6 sacred numbers poised to unlock a massive financial shift for you this December. Unlock the frequency of 6 sacred numbers in the coming weeks of December 2025. These digits may hold the key to reshaping your current energy and drawing the abundance you've been yearning for. We all experience periods when, no matter our effort, our life feels stagnant, heavy, and totally out of alignment. But what if the answer to changing that vibe isn't about blind fortune or random occurrences? What if it's about perfect alignment? Alignment with the simple yet profound digits that cross your path daily. In time-honored spiritual traditions, it is taught that the cosmos is constantly communicating with us, not through loud, obvious signs, but through subtle symbols, repeating patterns, and certain numbers that possess their own distinct vibrations. These are not merely arbitrary figures on a screen or clock face. They are active energies, silently shaping your internal state, guiding your trajectory and impacting what you draw into your reality. When you learn to acknowledge and understand their hidden rhythm, everything starts to transform. You begin to move harmoniously with the universe's natural current of wealth. So today on Mystic Philosophy, we are going to explore 6 extraordinary numbers that vibrate with the energy of prosperity, self-assurance, and achievement during this potent end-of-year phase. These numbers have been revered for centuries, utilized by spiritual teachers in deep contemplation, by leaders seeking clarity in critical decisions, and by modern-day truth-seekers who aim to align their deepest desires with divine timing. And here is something genuinely valuable. Stay until the very conclusion, because I will unveil a 7th, bonus digit, one that carries a universal energy believed to bridge the space between what you desire and its manifestation. Before we commence this discovery, take a moment and affirm this truth in the comments. I am open to receive wealth and wisdom. And please do not forget to tap the like button and subscribe to Mystic Philosophy for more insights that bridge ancient spiritual wisdom with the modern path to success. Now, let the journey begin. Let's start with a number that quietly follows us everywhere, from how we track our growth to how we recognize true completion. We see it in major successes, anniversaries, fulfilled objectives, and even in the deep satisfaction of declaring, "I've achieved this." That pivotal number is 10. Most people view the number 10 as an absolute endpoint, a stage where one phase finishes. But in the deeper language of cosmic energy, 10 is not an ending at all. It is an intersection point, a holy moment of rest between what existed and what is about to be created. In mystical philosophy, life does not progress in straight lines. It flows in elegant, predictable cycles. Just as the lunar cycle concludes before initiating its next phase, and just as every exhalation ceases, only to welcome a new inhalation, 10 symbolizes the quiet pause between 2 moments of being. It's the breath out before rebirth, the silence that precedes a new sound emerging. As December starts to unfold, you may perceive this energy deep within your core, a subtle feeling of unrest, a quiet expectation, or the sense that your circumstances are shifting. That feeling is not random. It is the vibration of 10 acting through your daily life, gently signaling that one important chapter is closing and a new one is ready to commence. Pause and reflect for a moment on the path you've traveled so far. The moments of struggle, the silent self-doubt, the times you considered giving up. Yet somehow you persisted. The number 10 is here to affirm that every single step mattered. Nothing you encountered was pointless. Every difficulty prepared you for the breakthrough that is now approaching. In the teachings of wisdom traditions, balance is the cornerstone of inner peace. 10 perfectly embodies that balance. It is half reflection and half forward momentum. It is telling you, relax. You have seen a cycle through. You are now prepared for the next one. Even if you cannot yet perceive the future clearly, the terrain beneath you is already being prepared to support your next great leap. If you have been experiencing uncertainty or fatigue, Look to the number 10 as your inner sign of confidence. The pause you are in right now is not stagnation. It is a spiritual reset, a moment for collecting energy before a profound personal transformation. 10 does not demand change, it invites it gracefully. And once your heart embraces that invitation, everything begins to align without effort. So tonight, intentionally take a quiet moment. Be mindful of what feels like it is nearing conclusion in your world, a habit, a limiting belief, a relationship, and look for the subtle opportunities that are softly appearing in its place. When you connect with the frequency of 10, you stop running after success and begin to flow with it. Remember this, 10 is not your ending. It is your becoming. Now, let's explore the deeper significance hidden within the number 36, a number that rarely shows up by coincidence. Consider it a subtle message from the cosmos, a quiet query asking, are you actively living life according to your own inner truth? Or are you still following a trajectory determined by others' expectations? True, deep-seated change seldom arrives with noise or chaos. It often begins as a gentle dissatisfaction, a sense that something within your current reality no longer resonates with your authentic self. The vital energy of 36 represents that moment of awakening. It reminds you that the roles you once played and the demands you lived under no longer define who you are. This powerful digit urges you to step forward into a more genuine expression of yourself, one that feels unrestricted, stable, and completely vibrant. 36 is the combination of two immensely potent vibrations. The number 3 represents creative spirit, self-expression, and pure delight. It is the catalyst that inspires you to break free from routine, to laugh effortlessly, to bring your most innovative concepts into being. The number 6 contributes structure, harmony, and deeper insight. It doesn't suppress your creative force, it provides it with a solid foundation. Together, they create a perfect equilibrium, expansion balanced with stability, enthusiasm tempered with inner serenity, and self-direction guided by meaningful intention. To connect with the abundant energy of 36, begin practicing conscious living in these ways. Release what no longer serves your growth. Write down one core belief, duty, or fear that has been limiting your potential. Then, physically release it. Crumple it up, perhaps, or watch it drift away. Feel the wonderful sense of freedom that comes with letting go. Reignite your passion. Recall a time when you felt truly alive, maybe through laughter, an artistic pursuit, or intense focus. Purposefully recreate that feeling this week. Joy is the ultimate magnetic force for prosperity. Be selective about your company. Pay close attention to the people who surround you. Dedicate time to those who uplift your journey rather than those who deplete your inner reserves. Your immediate environment shapes your personal energy far more than you currently realize. The core teaching of 36 is not about achieving perfection, it is about readiness. Readiness to trust the voice inside you, to walk your unique path without needing external validation, and to deeply believe that you deserve the abundance awaiting you. And if this wisdom from mystic philosophy speaks to your inner being, please consider supporting our work using the thanks feature below. In spiritual teachings, generosity is never defined by the size of the offering, it is defined by the depth of the intention. What you give with a truly open heart becomes the exact same energy that flows back into your life, powerfully multiplied. Transitioning to the next insight, we arrive at the number 6. A digit that may not immediately catch your attention, yet it carries the quiet, consistent beat of lasting achievement. Unlike numbers that herald sudden good fortune or obvious victories, 6 operates subtly. It builds, it harmonizes, and it fortifies. It is the patient architect of genuine prosperity, reminding us that anything intended to last is never constructed in haste. In a society that worships instant gratification, 6 communicates the profound language of persistence. It reminds you that progress doesn't need to be loud to be effective. It is found in the calm consistency of your daily rituals, in the private moments when you choose diligent effort over simple excuses, and in the self-control that shapes your ambitions, one conscious choice at a time. Through the lens of Buddhist philosophy, 6 perfectly illustrates the principle of right effort, a core teaching from the Noble Eightfold Path. Right effort is not a call for constant struggle or endless frantic activity. It is about wisely directing your life force toward actions that cultivate mental clarity, deep compassion, and internal fortitude, while simultaneously releasing anything that disturbs your peace. 6 teaches that true success is not about engaging in more activities, but about committing to what truly matters, with complete focus and purpose. In terms of spiritual correspondences, 6 resonates with Saturn, the cosmic ruler of structure and absolute truth, the ultimate instructor in the matter of time. Saturn does not reward hasty actions or convenient shortcuts. It tests your resolve, refines your character, and then, once you have proven your unwavering consistency, it grants you the blessing of stability and success that cannot be easily undermined. That is the true promise of 6, wealth that expands slowly yet surely, securely rooted in personal integrity. In sacred symbolism, 6 represents completeness and equilibrium. It is associated with the 6 realms of spiritual existence, symbolizing the shifting mental states of the human experience, from desire and confusion toward insight and compassion. It also symbolizes the 6 principal directions: north, south, east, west, up, and down, reminding us that every single choice we make sends ripples across all facets of life. So as December continues, allow the vibration of 6 to ground your spirit. Concentrate on establishing structure, cultivating patience, and ensuring steady, measurable growth. Remember this: truth, real prosperity does not burst into your life. It arrives silently like a root system deepening beneath the earth. And as we proceed, stay focused, because while 6 creates your durable foundation, the next number brings motion, attraction, and the powerful pull that draws abundant opportunity directly into your awareness. That number is 24, the profound power of unforced alignment. In today's fast-paced environment, genuine silence has become exceptionally rare. Every waking moment buzzes with notifications, urgent demands, and persistent noise. We are perpetually rushing from one obligation to the next, one aspiration to another, as if pausing means inevitably falling behind. Yet beneath this relentless hustle, there lies a core truth we frequently overlook. Not all motion constitutes actual progress. Sometimes, simply achieving stillness is the most powerful act of all. This is where the gentle energy of the number 24 begins its essential work. It doesn't urge you to work harder or frantically pursue what is already destined for you. Instead, it gently counsels: stop, breathe deeply, withdraw from the mental chaos, and remember that true success originates not from velocity, but from absolute alignment. The number 24 represents the measured, calm rhythm of perfect timing, the profound wisdom to take action when the universal energies align, not when your own impatience demands it. It is entirely about trusting the natural evolution of life rather than attempting to coerce an outcome. In deep contemplative thought, patience is not a passive waiting. It is an act of heightened self-awareness. It means truly understanding the right moment to advance and the right moment to observe, when to speak and when silence carries far greater weight. Examine it closely, and you will see how the components of this number hold impeccable harmony. The digit 2 carries the deep essence of inner knowing, emotional depth, and connection, prompting you to remain highly sensitive to your own feelings and the wider world around you. The digit 4 introduces reliable structure, self-discipline, and the sustained effort necessary to transform your intentions into tangible reality. Together, they seamlessly merge feeling with logic aspiration with labor, and create a perfectly balanced flow between inner tranquility and external achievement. To fully embody the energy of 24, you do not require complicated rituals or long periods of seated meditation. You simply need heightened awareness. Start by consciously slowing the inherent rhythm of your day. Take several intentional deep breaths before interacting with your phone each morning. Notice and appreciate the gap of silence that exists between separate sounds. Write down one heartfelt phrase of gratitude before you sleep each night. Take a brief walk without rushing, without any audio distraction, just you and the world unfolding around you. These small moments of stillness act like inner reflectors, mirroring your emotional equilibrium, bringing you back to what truly matters. As you begin to live from this centered, calm place, something truly remarkable occurs. Life ceases to feel like a desperate race. Instead of you relentlessly chasing after opportunities, the ideal ones start appearing for you. That is the subtle yet profound power of this number. When your internal energy becomes truly still, your external path becomes crystal clear. Abundance naturally seeks those who are aligned, not those who are simply exhausted. If this essential message from mystic philosophy deeply resonates with your heart, please show your appreciation using the thanks feature below. Whether it is a small amount or just a simple expression of gratitude, remember that in this philosophy, giving is an energetic openness. What you give freely will return to you multiplied, because the act of generosity creates the very channel through which prosperity flows back into your existence. Let's now focus our attention on one of the most silently compelling numbers. Unlike numbers that loudly demand attention or make a theatrical entrance, 15 does not require recognition. It moves with grace, like a subtle draft of air brushing past your thoughts, revealing its meaning only when you intentionally slow down enough to feel it. You won't find it screaming from billboards. You will sense it as the steady, calm rhythm beneath the constant noise of your routine. Think honestly about your daily routine. The alarm sounds, messages accumulate, and the race begins anew. You check digital communication, rush through traffic, meet deadlines, scroll endlessly, all in the guise of making progress. Yet somewhere deep inside you feel completely disconnected. The external world speeds up, but your inner self moves slower. You may appear busy and productive, but your concentration is fragmented, and your inner peace is scattered. That is precisely when 15 enters the scene, not as a random occurrence, but as a gentle, persistent invitation to pause. Perhaps you notice it flashing on your device's power level, a shopping receipt, or the street number you pass daily. You might be tempted to dismiss it, but the universe never transmits a message without inherent purpose. The number 15 appears as a vital reminder that beyond the chaotic activity of daily motion lies a sacred silence, a place where your genuine strength resides. It whispers, exhale. You are not behind schedule. You simply need to return to your core self. In the discipline of spiritual numerology, 15 is a representation of inner wisdom, emotional liberation, and the mental clarity that is born from mindfulness. It does not push you toward reckless, external shifts or the need for approval. Instead, it helps you recognize that the freedom you desperately desire is not located externally. It is already fully present inside you, waiting for your awareness to uncover it. This core concept perfectly reflects one of the Buddha's timeless core teachings, the middle path, the equilibrium between pushing hard and letting go, between constant striving and simply being present. Life does not require extremes. It demands harmony, immediate presence, and purpose in every single breath. As the Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. The number 15 is that peaceful inner guide, reminding you that true prosperity begins not by grasping for more, but by returning to the sense of wholeness that is already within you. And do not depart just yet, because beyond the message of 15 lies something even more profound, a final bonus number that carries a powerful magnetic vibration. one that does not merely attract financial success, but completely transforms how you experience it. Stay with me, because what follows might entirely shift your perception of wealth, mental clarity, and life's purpose forever. Have you ever observed how certain numbers seem to be following you everywhere? On your cellular phone, digital alarms, purchase slips, or even the total cost at the supermarket checkout? You look away, and there it is again, 88. Most people write this off as sheer chance. But in a universe governed by awareness, there are truly no accidents. Every such repetition is a gentle whisper from a higher intelligence, a loving reminder that the current of life is trying to capture your attention. The number 8 is much more than a simple symbol. It is a powerful frequency, a steady, rhythmic beat of equilibrium, flow, and limitless potential. Observe its form closely, 2 perfect circles stacked together, moving in continuous harmony with no beginning and no end. When rotated horizontally, it becomes the symbol for infinity, a visual affirmation of unbroken energy and everlasting possibility. In spiritual philosophy, the number 8 is imbued with immense spiritual power, directly corresponding with the Noble Eightfold Path, the framework for conscious living through right thought, speech, and ethical action. When it appears in a doubled form, its energy is dramatically amplified, calling you to reinforce balance, commitment, and spiritual awareness in your own life. This is not about being lucky or following superstition. It is entirely about perfectly aligning yourself with the intrinsic rhythm of the cosmos. As we move through this potent December cycle, the vibration of 88 strongly encourages you to slow down and anchor your focus on what is truly real. Do not chase after temporary gains or reckless, impulsive decisions. Instead, dedicate yourself to building a strong foundation rooted in stability and mindful practice. True abundance grows subtly. It does not materialize in one night, but through consistent action, patient endurance, and absolute confidence in your personal development. The core meaning of 88 is unwavering self-trust. Genuine prosperity starts the moment you believe in your inherent ability to create. When your purposeful actions and your conscious intentions flow in perfect unison, you stop idly waiting for miracles. You become the miracle. That is the exact point when the universe responds in kind, arranging circumstances and connecting you with the right people to support your highest vision. So take a moment, inhale deeply, and allow this profound truth to settle within you. The very next time you see the number 88, let a smile appear, because the universe is assuring you that you are precisely where you need to be. If this powerful message genuinely connects with you, please ensure you like this video, subscribe to Mystic Philosophy, and affirm this truth in the comments. I trust the subtle guidance of the universe. Remember, true transformation never shouts, it always whispers. And when you commit to listening closely, you will discover that the universe has been your constant guide all along. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.